What is going on, guys? Welcome to Growing in Glass. Today, we're going to make a waterfall. So here I have a few pieces of glass that I cut to size previously. I'm going to measure them down to size and cut them. Using a glass cutter, I'm going to score the glass. Notice how it doesn't break right away very easily. I'm going to take the back side of the glass cutter and tap the glass gently. Now it'll break. I'm going to repeat this process for every piece. Marking, scoring, tapping, and breaking. Now once all my pieces are cut to size, I need to remove the sharp edges. Wear gloves while doing this because you will cut yourself. Getting the glass or the sandpaper wet, just simply run it along the edges, taking off your sharp corners. Now clean the glass thoroughly. Using tape, I assemble enclosure. Then using clear silicone, I attach the pieces of glass together using the tape to hold it. I'll repeat this on all the sides with all the edges, assuring that I have a good bond. Now using my finger, I'm going to smooth out all of the edges. Here you have the completed enclosure. Using the pump as a guide, I'm going to cut some thick filter cloth to size. This cloth will help keep debris out of the pump. Now I'm measuring and going to cut the water hose to size. Test fitting where it will go. I'm going to apply silicone to the bottom. This will keep the filter cloth in place. This will ensure that no debris can get in with the pump. Now I place the pump in its position, using the small suction cups attached to it to hold it in place. Now I place a piece cut to fit in the top to help close it all off and keep debris from going inside. Now I'm going to use a piece of tape to secure the hose and the cord in place. Using Waterfall foam sealant, I create the foundation for my waterfall. Once I complete this step, I'll allow the spray foam to set for a couple hours. Now that the foam has set, I can use a piece of dragonstone to hold my hose in place. Now using a scraper, I'm going to scrape away at the foam, shaping my landscape. Once I'm happy with the landscaping, I can use some more pieces of dragonstone to create the rock formations for my waterfall. While doing this, you have to be mindful about where the water is going to go, how it's going to cascade down, where it might pool up, and where it's going to trickle. By cutting grooves in the spray foam, it allows me to inset the rock deeper, giving myself a more natural feel than it just sticking off the side. Now using clear silicone, I will attach the stones to the spray foam. Oh, no, no, no! Oh, son of a... I've decided that it's too difficult doing it standing up, so I've laid it on its back. Why I didn't think of this before? Beyond me. Dirt moment, I guess. Now I'm going to apply a lot of silicone to this top area here so that I can spread it out and add stones to give it some more texture. I highly recommend wearing gloves. This stuff is washable-ish. No, not really. It's a mess. One handful of rocks. 2 handfuls of rocks. 3 handfuls of rocks. Oh no, oh no! And another slight bit, but everything's falling down. This wasn't planned out very well. So I forgot to hit record, but I've added some more stuff to the base and filled it up slightly with water and gravel. Now we're going to do just a couple finish work pieces here, adding some silicone and putting in a nice little rock shelf, which later ended up being one of the most important pieces to the waterfall. See what I mean about wearing gloves? Silicone is messy. Now here I'm going to use some thin bonsai wire to attach my moss to the spray foam by cutting it into short sections and then bending the top of it over. I'm going to take these sheets of moss and now bending it over to make a hook to hold the moss in place. I'll place my sheet and insert the hooks like so, pressing it into the spray foam, locking it in place. Ta-da! You won't need to worry about removing these hooks in the future. The moss will just grow over them and hide them completely. Now using more hooks, I'm going to continue to secure the moss until I feel like it's properly secured. Now I'm going to continue to place pieces of moss covering up all of the spray foam that I can. I love how this one has some little bits of clover in it. Probably my favorite piece. Now, taking smaller pieces of moss, I'm going to strategically place them in the smaller gaps to cover up the silicone. Most of these will just squeeze right in, and I won't even need to attach them with wire. Here I'm just using a piece of wire to detach a stone from the silicone. That way I have a path to stab the wire through into the spray foam. Now we're going to fill it up to just above the pump so that we can test it to make sure that our waterfall flows correctly. Now I'm going to add a healthy amount of duckweed to the water. This gives it such a great appearance, especially with it flowing from the waterfall, swirling it around. Now we're going to clean up the glass some. Made quite a mess in this process. Spraying and scraping away any debris left behind. Now we top it up to the correct level. Notice the two black lines on the right. The top line is going to be my high fill line. The bottom line is going to be my low fill line. Need to make sure I keep my water level in between that. Gonna add some more underwater foliage. Not quite sure what this was called. And now the fauna. Here we have some cherry shrimp. Notice how fat a couple of them are. Pretty sure they're pregnant, so I should have a good, nice population. They look happy, don't they? Oh look, a stowaway, a little fish. I've named him Phillip. Doesn't he look happy swimming around? Now we're going to add a few more plants. Man, this thing looks awesome. Very happy with how this turned out. And now I think I'm gonna have to do more waterfall aquascapes in the future. Phillip and the shrimp seem quite content with their new home. Thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Peace.